はい、お待たせいたしました。ここからは、最新刊を私、アルムが担当いたします。よろしくお願いします。
a gigantic donate button that you can smack heartily with your mouse and then give some money to our wonderful charitable cause, Doctors Without Borders. And when you
はい、
do,
続い
leave
て
a
のゲーム
comment
が、
that may get read on
クエスト
air.
フォーグローリー、So You
$50
Want
here from
to Be
Frank.
a
And
Hero ですね。
Frank's comment says,
カ
putting
テゴ
money
リー
toward
は
the Pumpkin
100% で
Showcase.
す。
I
で、
wasn't able to tune in last
これ
time
はビッ
Happy
トが
Felix
3
streamed
つありま
PVU
す。
for GDQ.
え
So I
と
want to be 100% sure
一つ目
that we'll have
が、
a chance to do it
ボ
again
ーナス
this
エ
weekend.
ニーパーセント
Hey,
ラン。
thank you very much for that. Yeah,
100%
reminder,
クリア
our
の後
next
に、
bonus game
エニーパーセント
incentive
も始め
is
ますよっ
a
ていう内容で
Pumpkin
すけれども、こち
Showcase
らは
by
達
Happy
成済み
Feet.
なの
If you
で、
haven't seen Pumpkin,
後で披露され
pace
る
and
と思
rhythm
い
game
ま
is
す。
fantastic, and Happy
で、もう一
Feet
つが、
is
プレイヤーの
extremely
クラス
talented at
を
it.
変えられる
Pumpkin
みたいなんです
Showcase,
が、
our
シ
last
ーフ、
event
ファイ
was
ター、メイジ、
delight,
3
and we're
つあっ
really looking forward
て、
to
シ
getting
ー
that
フが
bonus
今の
game
ところトッ
unlocked.
プと。で、
Mouse, thank you
最
a
後
lot,
が、ネー
donated
ムザヒー
$20
ロ
and said,
ー、
I have
ヒ
to
ーローの
see
名前で
KH2
すね。
Super Bosses.
1位
That was
は、
the first
シ
full
ラノ
cars of
と
a
なってますが、
$5
まあ、ち
trade.
ょっと元ネタはわか
Thank
ん
you,
ない。
Matlos. Let's see
ゲー
here.
ムがちょっとわ
5
からな
times
い。
420. Yeah, math checks out.
はい。という
Much
わけで、
appreciated. And yeah,
あの
we are now less than $400 away
プラッ
from
ト
that
フォームが、
KH2 level
PC に
1
なってま
Super
すけど、
Bosses
ドスのゲームっ
exclusive.
ぽいので、まあ、独特なゲームが、見られると思います。はい。はい。まだ時間がありそうなので、ジャパニーズリストリームの概要の説明をしておきましょうか。現在、ジャパニーズリストリームでは、オンライン RT イベントの、SGDQ、サマーゲームスターウィック2020の様子を公認で日本語ミラー配信しています。SGDQ2020 は海外のチャリティーイベントであり、ゲームのやり込み要素の一つであるリアルタイムアタック、通称 RTA を視聴していただくことで寄付を募っております。今回集まった寄付金は国境なき医師団に全額寄付されます。国境なき医師団は独立、中立、公平な立場で医療、人道援助活動を行う、民間非営利の国際団体です。寄付と関連して特定のゲームには、高難易度への変更や隠しボスの討伐、バグ技の紹介等が予定されており、各項目ごとに設定された目標寄付金額を達成した際に行われます。また、寄付金額を表に見立てたビット王によって、キャラクター名や選択肢などが決定されることもあります。GDQ のホームページ上からは、各ゲームの目標寄付金額やビットウォーの内容が確認できますので、ぜひそちらもご覧ください。日本からはゲームズダークイックのツイッチチャンネルにサブスクライブやビッツを送るか、イエティやファンゲーマーにて、グッズを購入することで間接的に寄付をすることが可能です。イエティのシャツの買い方やサイズについては配信の下の方にあるパネルからご確認ください。お使いのクレジットカードによっては GDQ のホームページから直接寄付ができることもあるようですので、ご興味のある方はぜひ自動お試しください。ジャパニーズリストリームではこのような海外のスピードランイベントを今後もいろいろとミラー配信する予定です。Twitter や Twitch のフォローもよろしくお願いします。はい。さあ、クエストフォーグローリーについては、解説の方いらっしゃいませんので、飛び入りでできますという方は、ぜひぜひ来ていただいても構いませんし、チャットで、解説というか、フォローと、していただける方も、募集しております。で、これ以降のゲームに関しては、解説の方が、ほとんど埋まっている状態ですので、お楽しみくださいと。
And here is a $200 donation from, I'm going to take a guess that this is Burst. The username is Burst, I hope. No comment with that, but thank you for the donation. We also have a $100 donation here from Clarion. Thank you, Clarion, for that. Also have another donation here. No comment coming in with a lot of these, but it's $200 from a generous anonymous donor. Thank you so much for that. All right, and that is it. I hear it is time for me to send you to the runner. It's Quest for Glory 1. So you want to be a hero.
ですね、この後解説が埋まっていないゲームについてなんですけれども、まあ、ちょっと読み上げましょうか。と思ったらゲーム来ましたね。はい。
Alright, am I live?
Yes, you are.
Alright, sweet. Hi everyone, my name is David. You might have seen me run Shovel Knight earlier this week, but I'm here for something completely different. This is Quest for Glory 1, So You Want to Be a Hero, the original EGA version. This is basically an adventure.
コスプレ、はいはい、確かに。奏者さんコスプレしてますね。同じ、そうですね、赤ベルトが見えてるんで。
I have on commentary with me a couple of other Quest for Glory speedrunners, so would you guys mind introducing yourselves?
Sure. Hello, hello. I am Crow. I am, as far as the Quest for Glory speedrunning scene is concerned, I'm best known for doing 100% runs as a wizard or magic user. As for this game here, I'm actually much more familiar with the VGA remake, which is a point and click interface instead of the type in your command interface like you'll see today.
And my name is Mr. PR Miller. I am known as the guy who does it.
オンライン配信だと、こういう風に、奏者の方の部屋とかが、まあ、ちらっと見えたりするのも面白いですね。
Games in the series one after another. There's quite a number of games in this series. All of them are just such a joy to go through from a story standpoint and everything, but we don't want to see any of that. We want to go fast today.
I'm Dark Armist, and I'm also any percent runner of this game, but for the VGA version, and I'm also fond of making weird categories to run.
That's something that's completely encouraged in Quest for Glory. So let's start moving on then. Quest for Glory does give you the option to choose Fighter, Magic.
ファイター、マジック、シーフですけど、ビットだと今、シーフが1位ですね。
That is correct. I just refreshed one more time here, and Thief is still in the lead.
Woo, my favorite.
All right, cool. And the name that was winning this bid war was how do you pronounce that? Is it Cyrano? Cyrano?
I was going with Cyrano. Yeah, it's
Cyrano.
Cyrano.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
名前も現在1位のシラノという名前になってます。はい。こういうステータス画面はちょっと面白そうですね、確かに。最初に触れるみたいですね。ステルスかな、はい。50ポイントあって、マジック。
Alright, so that should get our character ready. So let's go ahead and do a countdown in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
I'm going to turn the game speed way up now and start talking to people.
セリフ飛ばし早いな。
Going by very quickly. Was that 50 apples? That was 50 apples. I got to double check some of this stuff. If you, let's see. If you look at the top of the screen, you're going to notice score 7 of 500. Our definition of 100.
下の、そうですね。下のやつはコマンド打って、
There are various random tasks we can do that get us points. We can only do them once. We got to do all of them. It's mid-afternoon. I'm getting thrown out of the tavern already.
これは RTA かなり難しそうですね。
But every time you get thrown out, time advances a little bit. So you get thrown out 3 times, it's night already. One of the things I like about Quest for Glory is that the task list changes with your class. I'm going to make the thief sign to these thieves in the alleyway. They tell me the Thieves Guild password is Antwerp. And then
カテゴリーが 100% なので、多分いろんなことをしてるんだと思うんですけど、なんか叩き出されてるのもアイテム買ってるとか、何かイベントを発生させてるだとか、その辺なんですかね。ピックロック連打してますけど、正規なのか、非正規のルートなのか。
And so we're just gonna rob him of everything that he has. Cracking this safe is actually a lot safer in this version than it is in EGA, and we're done. But we got to move on to another house, and well, this is
もしかしたら鍵を開けるのに成功率とかがあるのかもしれないですね。セーフにしてるんで。
We've got various things to search here. I should point out that I'm doing some weird stuff with the text parser, search desk, couch, purse. It's only registering the last noun that I type in, so I can F3 to.
そうですね。タイピングしてコマンド入力してるっぽいですね。
But I got points for it anyways. I can go away, right? No. Chat wants me to pet the cat. The cat really likes being petted. But that's it. 39 points here. And that's enough robbery for one night. We're gonna go to the inn here. This merchant shows up at night, and we get points for talking to him. Oh yeah, another small parser thing. If you type it, it's going to refer to the last noun that you used in the parser.
Oh, more
so
cats.
that can take, yeah, so that can save us a little bit of typing. After sleeping at the inn, we're gonna go ahead and go to the Thieves Guild. The password was Antwerp. This is something that we want to get done as early as possible because there's a game that we have to play against the chief.
なんかミニゲームが始まった。ダーツかな？
This is something that you're going to want to do right off the bat because the chief starts off going easy on you, but after you play with
フォース、アングル。
then he's eventually going to
意外と細かいというか。
start playing near perfect games and he becomes nearly impossible to beat at that point. Safety save. Hey, guys, I'm going to fence some of the things that I stole here. I actually only really need to fence one thing, but fencing everything will get me more money, which is a little.
なんかいろいろ買ったり売ったりしてますね。叩き出された。 ちょっと英語はわからないので、なかなか雰囲気になってしまいますけど。
He's going to get open, fire, and fetch. Those will be really important in the run to make it so that way you can get certain items easier in the game.
クエスト。でもこれは見た目かなり面白そうだと思いますけどね。
There's multiple ways that classes can handle any particular situation. Because there's 3 different classes, sometimes magic helps, sometimes being a thief helps. For example, you can open a door with the open spell, or you can or you can pick those locks, or you can just bash the door down. It really depends on the situation and what your stats and skills are as to how you handle it.
Yeah, so I'm up at Erasmus's house already.
クエスト4グローリーは 5まであるんですね。はい。なんか亀仙人ハウスみたいな色の家が出てきましたけど。
Okay, yeah, my son's really unhappy with my commentary right now, so
we can help you out.
Yeah.
Sure. So as David goes through here, he's collecting points not only for doing things that actually progress the game or give him something useful. A lot of the points that this game awards have to do with collecting information. Talking to people like Erasmus is worth points because if you select the correct things to ask him about, he will tell you very important pieces of information you might not guess on your own. But as far as getting points are concerned, all you have to do is ask him about something he recognizes. We also have a little bit of combat going on.
今のがバトル戦闘シーン。
Pretty annoying to try to dodge in this version of the game compared to the VGA remake. In the remake, there's a pretty long grace period after you try to escape a battle where the combat will not reinitiate.
So I was just checking my stats there because 35 lock picking with the toolkit is enough to pick it without setting off the trap, and 35 stealth is enough to get the key off the kobold.
おお、
So
なん
I'm
か
going to use that to transform this bear back into a human. He's
クマ
really
が変身した。
arrogant and completely unbearable.
Get it?
So-
Because he was a bear.
One thing, one thing that makes this run hard is, unlike fighter, the thief is rather easy to kill, and so he's really got to be very careful about these combats that he doesn't get hit more than he wants to. We got the classic green meat here. He's just gonna run up and he's gonna pull out his fur for you because you actually need it to make a very important item to beat the game. That item will be getting a whole bunch of other items to make this. It's the dispel potion used to actually save a major character closer to the end of the game.
And that's important to mention also is that this game actually does have technically 2 endings.
なんかモンスターなのか、なんだろう、無害な村人なのかの判断がちょっとつかないんですけど、こうケンタウロスっぽいのも出てきましたし。
So we also talked about him getting the fetch spell earlier, and it's been pretty big here. It got him a seed earlier that can have a lot of RNG on if the siege just decides it wants to shoot above you the whole time, and it can waste a lot of time. So by having the fetch spell, it's an instantaneous grab, which is very helpful. And same with getting that ring that he got from that tree to give to the healer for a little bit more money and points.
Anyway, so we're going to the
で、何やら、なんか、領主っぽい人に話しかけてますけど、これ、ランって打ち込んでますけど、ランって打たないと移動できないんですかね。そんなことはないかな。
He's trying to farm a little bit of money here, but I guess he won't.
Oh, nice.
We should also mention in typical Quest for Glory
走るコマンド。はい。
points that are gone forever.
ああ、
You don't
なるほ
always
ど。
get the right times, or if
打ち込んだら、早く走れ
you
る
cannot get
と
those。points and you cannot perfect the game.
What are with
Yeah,
the...
I forgot to visit Arana's piece earlier. That's all right, though. I just need those 2 things.
ああ、コマンドで速度が変えられる。なるほど。
Have I missed? Ah, right. Right, archery range.
These are our favorite people. These are good guys.
Should we mention what we're trying to do in this
ああ、
area?
昼と夜の、まあ、概念が、まあ、さっきもありましたけど、
There's a bunch of brigands that have been
走ったり戦ったり
fighting
する
this
と
area, and
疲れてしまう。
they've,
あ、なるほ
somewhat
ど。はいはい。
recently gotten a lot more organized. We need to do something about that. The Baron that leads this area that we met a little bit ago, his son and his daughter are missing. So we found his son. He was transformed into a bear. We still need to find his daughter.
So speaking of brigands, I need to say something about how difficult combat is in this game. I just found a brigand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm dead.
あれこれは、
But I did make a safety save.
なんか負けましたけど。
Combat is very difficult in this
ああ、
game. Your starting hero is
奏者のカメラに、
going to kill
奏者さんのカメラ
There's
に、
a defense value for that gives you a chance to be
ご家族が。
and it's based on a weighted average of agility, intelligence, and luck. But
And rocks.
but your inventory weight is subtracted from that defense value. So if you're carrying less in your inventory, then,
ひたすら石拾ってますけ
you're
ど、
harder to hit.
ゲットロッ
I'm
ク。
picking up rocks right now, and you can see that my weight is going up right now. And so, why am I doing this? Well, this is DOS. Variables don't take very many bytes, so I'm now at minus 525 weight. So that's going to add 525 to my defense score, which is going to really help with survivability.
Combat's going to look a lot different now.
So, David, I know there's multiple versions of this game, and with Thief, don't you run
なんかひたすら同じことを。
and Magic User?
I'm running version 1.2 for Thief, and the main reason for that is because the note shows up in the bar immediately at the beginning rather than after you rescue the bear. Oops, that was the cheetar.
Yeah, so what
Oh, boy.
David's doing right
can you
here
wait a
is
bit,
he's
Ted?
looking for a couple of
娘
enemies
さんの
to
方
really
を
show up
気にされて
at
ますね。
at least at his current experience level.
あ、
Because
敵が出てきた。
they drop certain types of loot that he needs to turn into the healer for a couple of points later. Actually,
めちゃめちゃ顔映ってます
monsters
ね。
at his current levels of stats should basically not be possible.
So I forgot to buy things at the healer. I was a little bit distracted.
Oh.
ゲームとカメラどっち見ればいいんだ。
So if he was a fighter right now, this would
Okay,
probably
you
be
know what? We're gonna load.
this would be a lot easier if he was a fighter with the current defense stats that he has, even because he wouldn't have a little dagger. He would have a sword, which makes it do a lot more damage, surprisingly.
Yeah, it's so easy to forget one or two things when you're doing this, and then suddenly have to either reset your run or
All it takes.
just
Yeah, a lot of times we actually welcome these little blips here and there.
本番の RTA 中でこんなことされたらちょっと
Some of our best glitches have
構えないです。
mistakes that just happen during runs. There's many glitches in this game that, I mean, if you're going for 500, it's one thing, but if you're like me, somebody who goes for as quickly as possible.
ゲームの世界観はまあファンタジーだと思いますけど、まあ
because it's gonna go pretty quick.
まだなんだろう、ひょうなんか、あれ MP？ あ、シーフがマジック振ってたのってこのためなんですかね。
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, this game is difficult to run. It's very fast-paced.
今回はドイツ神話だけど、アフリカとかギリシャとかいろいろある。はあ、なるほど。
do monsters have a higher chance to follow you going left to right?
タイトルがそういう want to be a hero なんで、なんかヒーローになりたい、名を上げたいみたいな話っぽいのは見たんですけど。ああ、右上のスコアも謎ですね。ああ、でも 100% ランなんで、右上のスコアを多分500とかにするまでですかね。
Not just combat in this game, but all the little things that are going on at all times. Not only is the combat difficult, but running from monsters, running from pretty much everything is in typical CR fashion very difficult.
Lucky enough, he just killed that cheetah, and the first thing he did is he declawed it.
めっちゃ左右にカサカサ動いてますけど。
I've got something I need to do in the graveyard, but I can't do that until midnight, and the night is young right now. You can always rest when your stamina is below half, which is why I'm going in there and draining my stamina by dodging repeatedly. Use the undead unguent, get the root. You can actually get that mandrake root without undead unguent.
カメラがすごい気になる。
Using the unguent, so get it anyways. Oh, and don't forget to ask the skull about deal before you give him the gem, otherwise those points are lost forever. And so we get to the main antagonist of the game.
She's so pretty.
I mean, they say she's a villain, but she just stays in her house. She wants to be left alone, and she wants to eat good food. Those are all motivations I can get behind.
To be clear, this villain is the one who, at one point, the Baron of this area offended her in some way. And whenever the Baron offended her, she cast a curse, which is kind of the major plot point. That's where things began to all go downhill. The whole area was cursed. Now nothing goes on right. And everything that had to do with the valley just went straight down to problems happened.
Here in Spielberg, they must not have fairy tales because, like, everyone knows a witch is gonna curse you if you mess with them. Just leave them alone.
Yeah. Anyways, this cutscene is 5 minutes long and it's unskippable, so this is probably a really good time for donations.
You've got it. We have a $10 donation here from Ustra Hazu, who says, "Hey David, here's a pun for you. Oops, something happens we didn't expect. Oh,
このカットシーン
good luck,
5分もかかる。
Hero.
ああ、
You
なるほど。
guys know,
はいはい。
remember you are already heroes."
Okay, that's a good one. That caught me off guard.
$25 here from Black Magics on behalf of the Quest for Glory speedrunning Discord. Good luck and best of luck, David. Money goes to Runner's Choice. Let's see, MDiv.
いや、めちゃくちゃ楽しそうですね。いいですね、
$50
こういうの。
A Quest for Glory speedrun? Consider me both razzled and dazzled. Did that reference make me sound like a cheatar? I'm sorry.
Quest for Glory is filled with puns, so I welcome this. Erasmus would be proud.
This one's pretty long here, but I got $100 from Asa, who says, "Did I stay up super late to watch your SGDQ run, David? Yes, I did. If this run isn't full of David's punny dad jokes, is it even a David speedrun? Also, why am I so nervous when I'm not even the one running? I didn't know secondhand speedrun adrenaline was a thing until right now. Anyways, I'm so excited to see you run this game live, especially when you were the one who first told me about Quest for Glory years ago. You got this, David. Ganbate, David."
I can hear that in her voice too. And it's amazing. Oh, but we're not done here. We gotta go right back in.
Let's go again.
Back so soon?
Let's go again.
ストーリー貼ってくださってる方いますね。まあ、ただちょっと連投は、してもらうと、ちょっと、まあ、嵐と間違えられてしまうので、ほどほどにお願いします。
Also have $100 from Anonymous. Quest for Glory was a big part of my childhood gaming and interested to see how it turns out in a speedrun. Thanks, GDQ, for working out this year's event and supporting MSF.
By the way, would y'all buy a froggy frap at your local coffee shop?
あとスコア240ですね。
I'm up for new things. I'd give it a shot. Why not?
I'd go for 2 shots.
Does it taste like chicken?
Here
No,
is
that's frog legs.
フロッキーフラッペ。
Go ahead.
はい。
Okay, yeah. $25 from
カエルの
Crunk92.
カエルのフラッペ。
Happy to donate this to a great cause and a great event, especially during these difficult times. I'm super hyped for the Quest for Glory run, a game I spent many hours in and still somehow never finished during my childhood. Best of luck. We have a $500 donation from Rokio. No comment with that. Thank you for the generosity. That's great.
娘さんずっと見てるんで、ゲーム気になってしょうがないんでしょうね。
$759.99.
Wow.
Says from a fan, GG, GLHF. Thank you, Perry.
All right, thank you so much. We should be hitting the end of this cutscene right about now, so one more donation.
Okay, here's Psycho Fish with $150. I woke up early to catch this run because you gotta get up early if you wanna be a hero. I love this game and this series growing up, and it's so cool to see this done as quickly as possible. Save the meeps.
Well, the meeps are gonna be they're gonna be just fine, so no problem there.
Unfortunately, we haven't found a way to kill those guys yet.
Well, I don't want to kill them. They're fine. Anyways, so it's still night, and the fairy ring below is gonna have some fairies there. You can see the little sprites on the screen right now. We gotta do a dance.
魔女の家は終わったみたいですね。なんかポーズとってた。
The bad dance. The thief will always do the good dance because he starts with 25 agility. You gotta ask these fairies to give.
Saturday Night Fever.
Mikey will do it because Mikey will do anything.
And it's a good thing that the 25 is the threshold in this, but at the same time, it really doesn't make too much of a difference in the EGA version. But it is a massive time loss in the remake.
Ironically, in the remake, if you get the good quote-unquote version of the dance, that takes like 25 seconds of animation, whereas the bad version of the dance takes maybe
また何かを繰り返しで。
5 seconds, trust me.
Yeah.
これセーブアンドロードしてるんですかね。一瞬過ぎてちょっと見えないんですけど、さっきもこんな感じで同じ場所を何回も行ったり来たりしてましたけど、こいつは戦う。ドリンクマナポーション。はい。
Casting a bunch of flame dart spells and then running away long enough to chug enough potions to do the whole thing over again.
So we're here to get the beard of the troll, but I'm not quite
これ何回か
where it's at.
ま
We did
あ、
get
戦
it.
闘を繰り返してますけど、敵の HP 引き継いでんの面白いですね。
See, you
Anyways, that's
thought
the
that was
last
a
thing
shirt.
I need.
So you're gonna take a nap under a tree again. You like to do that.
Hey,
いきなり倒れたけど。
asleep.
ああ、寝てたのか。
Oh, and the dryad here is gonna give
昼と
me
夜
an
切り替えて。
acorn and the recipe for the dispel potion. That's very nice of her. We actually don't have too much more before we start hitting end game. Got to get some flying water here. Oh, and I did get the detect magic scroll from the Meeps, which means that I don't have to train climbing to get up here.
なんだかよくわからないは
The
し
useful
ご
thing
が
about
出
magic
現し
is
て
once you have
登
that,
っ
you
て。
don't need to train throwing or climbing at all.
Bye,
You don't
hermit.
need to train magic
は
at
し
all
ごが
either.
出るのは何かのスキルなんですかね、
It
あ
should
れ
be
は。
mentioned also that even though he's going for 500 points, there are a lot of things that he is skipping.
ディテクトの魔法を使った。はあ、はいはいはい。
There are lots of different items, different dialogue trees that you can go through. There's even mini games that he's skipping because he's a thief, but technically he could do. They're just not required for his particular class.
All right, so this door requires 50 lock picking to open if you have the toolkit. I don't quite have 50 lock picking.
また大量に
I
石
haven't
を。
shown off this yet, but if you have 40 plus lock picking, you can pick nose. You delicately insert the
Pick
lock
nose.
pick into your left nostril. Success! You now have an open nose. Less than 40 lock pick.
これは何をしてるんだ。
picking.
Nice.
That one's unintentional.
I'll donate
Less than
50
40
bucks if
lock
you kill the
picking.
Antwerp.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
It just ran off.
Well,
Okay, so for you VGA
ここはなん
players,
か
did you know that
さっ
there's a
き
back to
開
this
けてたん
game?
で隠し通
Only
路的
in
な
the
ところですか
EGA
ね。
version can you find this. There's a pile of gold there, but
スコアが334になってる。
mess with his stuff. So, you know, we're going to respect Fred's wishes. Anyways, you can just walk right behind Toro here as long as he's far enough away. Use the open spell to get into the gate. And then this whole section
342
here, you don't really need stats for this, but you do need to make
順調
sure
に上が
that
ってますね。
you protect yourself on all sides. Bar the bottom door, lock the right door, push the candle over so the Three Stooges can't get you. Yes, those are the Three Stooges. Or Digital Knuckle Kopfen. Something like that. So this is the Warlock. That was the Warlock. He's a friend, but you have to put the pieces together.
またなんかすごいステージというか。
And then this is the Brigand leader. She is undefeatable in combat, but luckily for us, she has an enchantment on her that she has
Dispel.
forgotten who she really is. So we throw the dispel potion that we
Oh.
made on her, and it turns out
Oh.
that she was
今度はなんか
and now she remembers who
なんか
she
真
is.
の姿が現れたみたい
I
な。
think she was bad and she thought she was good, but now she's good.
今度はなんか魔物がとかじゃなかったですね。
It's nice.
cursed auto aim.
じゃあクマは本当におっさんが化けてたというか、あれ今のは
Oh, that's the
死亡したんですか
penalty
ね。
for, bothering the Antwerp before. Whenever it lands on you, you can stick your
何かが降ってきて
dagger or sword, whichever you have, depending on your class, upward as it falls in order to split it into multiple pieces.
え
Which
これ動くの
population explosion as
By
it
the
were.
way, time's coming up. Time.
GG. Well done.
GG。
Well
GG.
done. That was good.
GG.
And EGA gets that auto aim on the dispel potion. Nothing like losing the run and not clicking on her.
100% has happened to
右上のスコア475なんて500じゃないですね。これで 100%。
place, then for some
魔
reason
法
we
使い
just
をカエルにしました。まあ、してますけど、確かに。あ、家が飛んでった。
for the run and I don't know.
あ、500になりましたね。やっぱ 100% 右上っぽかったですね。そういうbecome a hero、ヒーローになりました。
But yeah, there was a whole counter curse, which we fulfilled. Thus, the hero from the east freed the man from former beast, saved Beauty from the brigand's band, and forced the ogress to flee the land. I've heard that y'all like poetry, so here you go. Plus a little bit more.
Remember this heroic face during the next run.
どや立ち。
The treasure has been reimbursed. And so with Katas and Abdullah do, you bid the valley a fond adieu.
ビットが達成されてるんで、この後 any% が走られるはずです。
It's 2 to 3 minutes long, and I love the music so much, but we do need to get a little bit of a move on. That run was a little bit slower than I had hoped. So I'm going to quit out of DOSBox, get right back into Heroes Quest. I'm actually switching versions now. We're going to play Heroes Quest this time.
When did we become friends with those cats enough that they want to take us on their magic flying carpet and take us, who knows?
After we robbed the little old lady.
Nice.
any% をシーフ選ぶっぽいですね。
Yes. The category is going to be
any% は1分42秒が最速。早い。早すぎる。一瞬で終わ
The
る。
estimate is 2 minutes. All right. So just confirming some stuff with the producer. But anyways,
さっきとフルステータス違いますね。
our stat distribution is going to look
ストレングスと
the Antwerp cave, we had to spend some time training strength on that door. So we're just going to put strength high enough that we don't have to do that, and the rest
Magic.
goes into magic. I switched over to version 1.0 of the game for reasons. And,
何かを倒して終わりかな。
to do a countdown for the bonus any percent run? All right, cool. And 3, 2, 1, go. So again,
Good luck.
we're going to turn the game speed way up. Version 1.0 actually has a high-speed hero option that we're going to be making use of. By the open spell, that's all we're going to need. And you're going to see that the hero is running even more quickly than hero. Usual. Even more quickly than hero. Ha. Okay, so cast the open spell, get rock. In version 1.0 of the game, you can use the hide and go seek password without hearing it first. So we can go straight here. Wrestle the bushes to make Toro look behind himself, but then he doesn't notice us. We sneak past, we go in here, and then we're gonna be going through here just a little bit quicker than normal. Hop over this again, bar the door, and again, we're gonna defend ourselves from all sides here. If you were following along on the previous run, then you might have realized that I went through the effort of making a Dispel Potion, but I haven't done that here. So I'm going through this whole Brigand Fortress without the Dispel Potion. So what am I going to do against Elsa?
もう
Because
終盤に
I can't beat her in combat.
来たところ
The
です
game
ね。
normally blocks my movement when I get to that screen. Well, it turns out that the open spell is going to allow us to unlock our movement, which means sometimes the true hero is the one with the courage to run away. Time.
終わり
We did it.
?GG。
Yeah.
キャストオープンして終わりましたけど。
I'm not convinced.
Are you the worst hero ever? Because like you just lied to everyone.
スコア90ですね。90しかない。さっきはあそこでディスペルってしてましたけど。
Mr. PR Miller has actually done worst hero runs before, and somehow it's possible to be even worse of a hero.
Yeah, there are certain actions in the game where you can lose points, so we do all of those and then go glitch our way out of the game. Worst hero ever percent.
I've defeated the brigands by running away.
ちょっと何が起こっているのかわからないままに終わってしまった。
We should also clarify what happens is, remember I said it earlier, there is a good ending and a better or best ending. And what happens is that if you don't grab the mirror from the desk, which is needed to dispel Baba Yaga's curse, what the game does is it just sends you to the end game.
そうですね。腕力というか、ストレングス
The
を
programmers never anticipated
振った箇所が
you get out
どこに影響してたのかがちょっとわかんなか
without
った。
dealing with Elsa. So because we found a way to get out of the room. By the way, shout out to
なんかもしかしたら、
CC and a bunch of others for figuring
洞
out
窟に入るために、
how to,
石をどかすの
really
に
glitch through this even faster
腕
than
力がい
it was.
るとか、そんなんなんですか
Because
ね。
you're able to get out of that room, the game just assumes that you did deal with Elsa. So it's game over and GG.
Who are these
Also,
cats?
shout out to
あ、
you,
ロープアク
Kit,
ション
who
を
is
するために
reminding
腕力が必要だった。
that
はいはい。
makes the whole thing work.
And that's also interesting because I found the glitch just randomly doing runs on the VGA version, and then to discover that the same glitch existed in the original EGA was mind-opening because
あ、でもこれはなんかじっくりやったら面白そうなゲームだと思いますけどね。
straight out and put
なんかものすごいバグがあるみたいな感じのゲームじゃなかったんで。
There's some rooms that are in this version, such as there's a whole second section of the cave that we didn't get a chance to show you, of the Fred the Troll's cave. That
I did show you.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, man, it really does go fast. But the code for that room is in the VGA version, but the room itself does not exist. So there's just so much copied over. It's really neat.
I love this game so much.
これの作者が前のイベントで電話から解説してたことがあった。はあ。
I just want to thank everyone in the Quest for Glory community. They're really. I just joined pretty recently compared to most people, and it was really accepting and really fun to get
お、なんか
challenging each other.
竜が出てきましたけど。
Get better at the run in general, and it's always
ヒーローズクエスト 2次回予告。
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'll add that Quest for Glory Discord server. I mean, that's pretty much open for anybody that is interested in getting into these games. And there are 5 games. Actually, there's 7 if you count the remakes. We have categories, and we are open for new categories. This game itself is a meme, and we want to embrace that meme. So
あ、これで魔法の絨毯に乗ってるからにはエジプト系の話になるらしい。
It's
は
an easy game to learn, but like most speedruns, it's really hard to master.
And thanks everyone so much. And I was really excited to show off this game, and I'm hoping to get Heroes Quest 2. Quest for Glory 2. There's no Heroes Quest 2. I'm really hoping to get Quest for Glory 2 into a future marathon, or maybe King's Quest. I would love to see King's Quest. Take care, everyone, and be a hero.
Nice.
はい。
All right.
画面変わりましたね。
Well, everyone again, if you're
Quest
at
for
home
Glory
watching
でした。
along with the
はい。
virtual clap game, get your GDQ claps in the chat there one more time for davidtki. That fantastic Quest for
それでは次のタイトルの準備いたしますので少々お待ちください。
with our donations. Thanks all for contributing to those. Couple more donations to get to that came in during that last run. Mr. PR Miller donated $50. No, my pet Antwerp, you monster. Thank you very much. And $50 from Anonymous. This game is blowing my mind. The graphics for this game at 1989 are pretty freaking phenomenal. Yeah, I have to agree. Some very nice sprite work there. Pixel art or what have you. Alright, so soon enough, my time on the microphone will be drawing to a close, so I need to go through my last minute checklists, alright? As a host, I've had a fantastic time this shift. It's been really great being here with you all and entertaining you, hopefully, between runs and being the voice of the event. Let's see. Okay, so first up on my list, got to tell you about upcoming runs. Don't forget Contra Rebirth soon, Puzzle Bobble 2 after that, and a bunch more things throughout the entire week. Stuff I'm looking forward to. Baba Is You, bonus game 5 if we get it in, that Pump It Up showcase. That'll be great. Let's see, what else do hosts do before they go? You've got to read some self-aggrandizing donations. Here's $50 from Nicole Rodriguez. Hey, SGDQ, having to pull an all-nighter for work, so having this marathon going has been incredibly helpful. Also, loving the current host's voice and attitude. You're killing it, man. Well, thank you, Nicole. Also, Tiny Tim, $5. Hi, Tiny Tim. Tim says, hey, all. Big thank you to everyone at GDQ for putting on such an amazing event during this very difficult time. You are all so appreciated for doing this for charity. Oh, and shout outs to the amazing Prolix. You are brilliant. Cheers. Yeah, much appreciated, Tim. I know I've read donations from you at many an event, and I appreciate them all. Let's see, what else should I do? I would be remiss if I did not mention that if you have Amazon Prime, you also have Prime Gaming, also known as the former Twitch Prime. Don't forget to check if your Twitch Prime channel subscription is available and consider using it here on this channel, where this month it'll be benefiting our charity, Doctors Without Borders. I know I mentioned it earlier in this shift. I really got to cool it, but what can I do? Okay, what else? Prizes. I've never talked about prizes this shift. Oh my goodness. Check out what prizes you're eligible for right now on the website, gamesdonequick.com. There are things out there like, I mentioned the Baba Is You run that I'm looking forward to. There is a Baba Is You puzzle cube made out of perler. That's right, it's a cube, an entire cube where every panel is a perler that attaches and unfolds like a puzzle cube. It's amazing. Check out the pictures on the tracker. Donate to be eligible for that. Official rules for our prizes are on the website if you're curious. Hey, do you ship to the country I'm in? Or things like that. All right. I think that does it. That's everything I can possibly think of. Please enjoy the rest of the event, everyone. If we've entertained you at all, consider donating to our cause. Thank you so much. And when we come back from this Twitch ad, it'll be Kung Fu Fruit Cup with you all on the hosting desk. Take care, everyone. Bye.